The pour that you see going on this morning, this is actually the creation of the hearing room number 2 and number 3. This will be the floor of those 2 rooms. Well, this pour here is about 175 yards. So to get this one orchestrated, we got to plan for 2 or 3 weeks ahead of time. Actually we started back in June planning for this, but we are hitting our dates with a day or two of what we predicted back in June. That's how close to the schedule we're right on the money. But for today's activities, to get the road closures, because we've closed down Sherburne Avenue to set a pump up there, because you got to consider, how do I get the concrete to that deck? What's the best way, easiest way to get there without having the guys break their back? So it's a 38-meter Z-boom, which it means it's a boom that can articulate and reach in farther. So we don't have to have so many guys dragging a hose line, because the more you drag a hose line, the more you rip all the steel apart that you're trying to cover. So that's the pump. Then as we start pouring, we set up the concrete. We got it scheduled about 70 yards per hour, so that's how many yards an hour that we're pouring at. That's our pace. Pouring concrete in the winter is always a challenge. The maintaining heat downstairs, so from time to time we have up to 17 heaters running. Each heater is 1.25 million BTU heaters. So we are expending a lot of heat downstairs in PT slabs. But it is quite a challenge. The placement of the concrete is probably the icing on the cake. It's all the work that it takes to get it ready prior to that. Iron workers, hanging the steel when it's cold, getting all the bolts stuffed in there, getting all the testing done, all the welding, the metal deck, shooting of the studs. There's a lot of things that gets to prepare for this, so it's a challenge, especially in the winter.